I have 3 tips for you if you have migraines so you can have less frequent, less intense, and less severe migraines. Tip number 1 is you need to understand what your triggers are. Migraines, headaches have different triggers. Sometimes it's smells, sometimes it's food, sometimes it's stress, sometimes it's neck or upper back pain. There's multiple different triggers for everyone. So identifying what your triggers are is really important so we can actually help avoid those triggers as much as possible, and that will help reduce your migraine headaches tremendously. Tip number 2 is really understanding the different phases of migraines. Now, the first phase, this is a very important phase. This is where we have a widespread cortical depolarization in the brain. This is where you start feeling like the headache is going to occur, but it's not actually present yet. It's the, oh yeah, I feel a headache coming on. This is a very, very, very important point in time when you can actually do something to stop the headache from developing. Sometimes it's taking prescription medication that your doctor has prescribed you. Sometimes it's taking over the counter. Sometimes it's going for a walk. Sometimes it's sitting on a closet in a dark room, meditating. Sometimes it's coming in for a treatment here to help really avoid those headaches from coming on. Sometimes once we reach that spillover effect, as you know, and that headache comes on like this, it's very hard to get rid of it. Sometimes we'll need some stronger medication that act on the central nervous system. Even sometimes that is not enough. That is why this first phase is so critical to understand and actually stop those migraine headaches from developing. Tip number 3 is really to understand that migraine is not simply just a headache. It's actually a condition that you have. It's a neurological condition, and oftentimes headache is one component of the migraine condition, but there's oftentimes other components as well. Sometimes people with migraine typically are more pain sensitive. They may have other aches and pains. This is because their body has an inability to inhibit their pain receptors, meaning they experience more pain than someone who may not have migraine. They also have other interesting neurological issues, sometimes numbness, tingling, sometimes weird senses of smell or taste. Sometimes they may sweat profusely or have super dry skin. Sometimes they have watery eyes. There's a whole slew of neurological issues that these people with migraine have. So it's important to understand that migraine is not just the headache. It's one component of this migraine condition, and there's a lot of things that can be done to help manage it. That helps. If you'd like help with managing your migraines, feel free to reach out. I'd love to help you have less migraines so they have a less impact on your quality of life and help you feel at least 10 years younger. Have a fantastic day.